Hello crew and Nikki. It is Saturday the 25th of October and I just thought I'd make a video because there's been a lot of stuff going on. So I texted you about hurling. It's so incredibly cool and fast-paced. I've watched probably 4 complete hurling matches on YouTube. I've watched probably another 3 documentaries on hurling and a bunch of videos, instructional videos on hurling skills. And I of course purchased 2 hurls and a sloiter like I told you, and I think I sent you texted pictures of. I just went down, I've been going down since the hurls and the sloiter came. I've been going down to the school every day. It's only been 3 days. I guess actually it's only been 2 days. It was yesterday and today. And hitting the sloiter off the wall. And I've done it, actually, I've done it like 4 times. I did it twice yesterday and twice today. So it was really fun. So I went down with Taryn and he took some video of that, which, if all goes well, you've been watching while I've been talking about this.
Oh, this is target. Wally. About the size of the West Broadcast.
I'm no good at it.
Back to Daniel right now, saying he's no good at it. Which is true. Continue to focus on Daniel Ryan. Yes, blah 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 blah. Back to his hurling. He's rather failing hurling. That's right. And ooh, he just hit one off the wall again! Hooray! Such a great accomplishment! The camera dances. Jump into the air. Yes, the hovercraft camera will now land. And now back to Daniel Bryan. And he's continued bouncing off the wall. Yes, almighty bouncing off the wall. Wonder what this thing does. Continue to focus on Daniel Bryan Daniel Bryan Haug, and he continued bouncing of whatever that thing's called off the wall. How exciting! Yes, how exciting! Win! Oh, win! Concentratingly win!
So that was cool. The other thing that happened recently was in the middle of the night last night, at, I don't know, sometime after midnight, I got a phone call, and Sarah's at a authors convention in Florida. This writers conference that she's at is not about writing, it's about the business of writing and selling books, and she really likes that. She actually is not into conferences about writing and about the craft of writing, and she and I actually both are a little cynical about that because we think a lot of people make money on people's desire to be artists, and they think it's a mythical thing, and the truth is that it's mostly about just sitting your butt in a chair and doing something. And so this conference is actually for people who you have to have sold a certain number of books in order to qualify for this organization. And she's been really enjoying it. She went on Wednesday evening, so she's in her 3rd day of the conference, and she's going like from 7:30 in the morning till 11:30 at night every day, and she's staying in a room with another author. And so I think she's wearing herself out. It'll be interesting to see when she gets back. Haven't had much of a chance to talk to her. But she's loving every minute of it. But I got a phone call and they said, is Sarah Haug there? And I said, no, can I take a message? Which is kind of a silly thing to say in the middle of the night when you get a phone call. And it was the police to tell us that a state patrolman had recovered Gareth's stolen car. Apparently they arrested the guy who was driving it. And so after much rigmarole, it ended up being 4 phone calls and took about an hour and 10 minutes. They decided to tow it to a local place. So I ended up having to pay for that, which sucks. Somebody steals your car and you have to pay to have it towed. That's crazy. And so then Carew and I went up to Milton Freewater today. Carew was going up to see his girlfriend Beth anyway. And it took me about 2.5 hours of rigmarole to get it back. But so I got there, and if all goes well, you're seeing footage of the car now. It's been changed. So it's kind of crazy. I think it's got new wheels and tires. I think it's got new tires. At the very least, they spray painted the wheels black. They painted the hood and roof black, where it actually needed some paint. It was oxidizing. They took off the muffler because they probably like the sound of it. And, it actually sounds like kind of like a street rod now without the muffler on it, which is ridiculous though because the muffler was in great shape. Frustrating. They stripped the stereo. The stereo's gone. Taking out the stereo, somehow none of the heat or AC controls work. And I don't know what else they've done. I think they may have lowered it a little bit. There's some struts in the trunk. And they've pulled up some stuff in the trunk. So I don't know if the struts in the trunk they were going to put on it to lower it, and they haven't gotten around to it yet, or if they actually have lowered it. But it's pretty annoying. So now we got to take it to a shop and have it looked at and see what needs to be fixed and figure out whether or not it's worth fixing it. It was in really good mechanical shape. The motor ran, so I drove it back. It has no plates on it. We're going to have to get it licensed again, I guess. Yeah, so now we got to figure out what we're going to do. But I'm going to wait till Sarah gets back. Actually, I'll probably take it in the shop Monday. She gets back Monday evening. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've actually wrapped up most of the work on the place names atlas that I was working on for the tribe. There's a few things to do, but I ended up working, I think, close to 80 hours on it. And I'll work a little bit more, but over 3.5 weeks, that's not bad. Soccer related, actually I'm done with coaching soccer, which is really nice. I'm a little bit bummed because the LA Galaxy had kind of a poor ending to the season. They lost a game, tied a game, and lost a game, and ended up coming in second for the second best record in the league, called the Supporters Shield, is that competition. And Seattle ended up winning it. And it's interesting because I feel like they actually played pretty well. And the frustrating thing is they were up 1-0 in the first game. They ended up losing 2-1. Then they were up 2-0 against Seattle last week, and they ended up tying 2-2. And then they were tied going into the 85th minute, and they ended up losing 2-0 against Seattle in Seattle. And they dominated all the statistics. So Seattle only had 4 shots on goal. Granted, Seattle only needed a tie to win the Supporters Shield because they have the stupidest tie break in the world. Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But the playoffs start in a week or so. So that's pretty much what we got going. That's all I got. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Right, Taryn? Mm-hmm. Taryn says yes.
I hope you like my camera.
I'm going to edit out Taryn's creative camera maneuvering. Or maybe I'll put it in at the end so you can see it. See you guys later.